Welcome to From Chaos to Peace with Conny. My name is Conny Graf and I am your host. I'm here to explore with you, often solo and sometimes with a guest, how a few minutes a day can keep the chaos away. And with chaos, I'm talking about the physical, digital, social, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual clutter that can accumulate in our life and business. In every episode, I want to make you aware how clutter is so much more than you think and why I say that clearing your clutter is self-love. Well, hello, my friend. Welcome to the podcast. This is episode number 171. Thank you so much for allowing me back into your ears. This really means the world to me that you're listening to my podcast, that you're listening what I have to say. And if I can just help one person, then my mission is done. This is going to be a short episode, I think. And at first, I was a bit surprised that I had to talk about this topic. But then I realized, hey, we all do this, me included. So recently I was on a coaching call with a potential client and she virtually walked me through her apartment so I could see what she needed help with. And at some point when she walked me through her hallway, she pointed to a pile of stuff and said, "This has been already decluttered." And she continued on walking me into her living room. So this little incident is the inspiration for this podcast episode because I want to talk about when is an item actually decluttered. Words are powerful and we need to make sure we use them correctly, but also we need to make sure we're actually really decluttering. To make it short, if an item is only in your head decluttered, meaning you know you're ready to let it go, but it's still laying around in your home or is still stored where it always has been, it's not decluttered. Pretty obvious, right? And if an item is singled out to be let go, put in a bag or box, and that bag or box is still stored in your home, laying around in the hallway, like in that person's case, or even if it's stored right next to your entrance, it's still not decluttered. If an item is in your car, driving around with you, other than you driving straight to charity or the dump, it is not decluttered. It is still in your life. Now it might be out of your home, but now it's in your car, so it's still in your life. This is not to mock this person I was referring to. This is not to mock you. We all do that. We start something, whether it's decluttering or some other project, but then we don't finish it completely. We stop at about 80 or 90% and either get sidetracked or it gets hard, and that's why we kind of slow down or stop, or we lose interest. And so we don't finish what we started. But guess what? This is clutter too, my friend. And now you have even more clutter in your life than you had before, because now you have unfinished business. And unfinished business is clutter. I did another episode on this type of clutter. After you listen to this episode, you can go and check out episode 130 called Unfinished Business. And now that I think of it, I actually did another episode on how to finish things, episode 153, and the inspiration was the book Finish by Jon Acuff. So you have two resources to go listen to after this episode to finish your decluttering projects. So the process of decluttering is only finished and you will only reap the rewards of feeling lighter and clearer and at peace when the items are out of your home and out of your life, when it has moved on and is really, really gone. Remember, again, unfinished projects is clutter and items in boxes, bags, destined to go to charity or to the dump, even when they are in your car already, is still clutter in your life. Think of it this way, with money, for example. An invoice, a bill, is only really paid once you mailed the check, if you are still mailing checks, or once you have made the online payment, once the money is taken out of your account. It is not paid yet when you are writing the check, or even if you have the check in an addressed envelope, but not dropped off in a mailbox. It's not paid until the money is out of your account. It's not paid if you have entered it in your online banking, but the money hasn't been taken out of your account. So it's similar with clutter, right? So let's look at the process of decluttering through the lens of a few minutes a day keeps the chaos away. So you start with a few minutes by going through your stuff and making decisions to keep or let go. The things you're ready to let go, you collect in a box or bag in a specific place. If you have two kinds of things to go to charity and things to go to the dump, you keep them in separate boxes and bags right off the bat. But be aware, you have not decluttered yet. You have only made decisions so far. Now you have to act. Next step is you schedule a day and time when you're going to really declutter these items. You could do just one trip and bring everything to charity and to the dump and recycling. Or you could go one day to one place and the next day to the other place. This only takes a few minutes. It might not make sense to get rid of the items right after every single decision session you do. But maybe it does, depending on how much stuff you have. But be aware of waiting too long, because waiting too long leads to procrastination and to unfinished business, which means more clutter. We are all busy, right? And you might lose track of this decluttering project and leave it half finished. Again, you actually created more clutter in your life if you do that. So my suggestion is to get the things out of your house as quick as possible and as quick as it makes sense. A bit of foresight and planning often helps. For example, when you have lunch plans with a friend next week and the charity you love to donate to is on the way to that place or only a small detour away, plan some extra time on the way to go to lunch with your friend and take these items there. And then go to lunch with your friend. But don't wait too long for such an opportunity to come up. To reap the benefits of decluttering, you need to get the things out of your house, out of your life. So you might have to plan a separate trip just to do it. And you will be so relieved and happy you did. Because once the item is decluttered, really decluttered, out of your house, out of your life, out of your business, you are done. Anything else is still clutter, as I said. Anything else is still holding you back, still keeping you stuck, wasting your energy, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. And the life you want is beyond all this clutter in your life, and clearing your clutter is self-love. So get it out of your house and finish the project. Okay, I think I said that enough now. Let me know whether or not you have things laying around in your home or office that you consider decluttered, but you just learned that you actually only have made a decision so far, but not actually decluttered it yet. Let me know whether this was a aha moment for you. I would love to know. Send me a direct message on Instagram, for example. My handle is I am Conny Graf, and on LinkedIn you find me also under Conny Graf. Or you can contact me by writing an email through my website, connygraf.com. Okay, my friend, that was it for this week. Thank you for listening all the way to the end, and go finish your decluttering project. Have a beautiful and amazing week. Talk to you next time. Take good care and be safe. If you enjoyed this podcast episode and you want to go on a journey from chaos to peace in your home, office, and finances with me as your guide, opportunities to work with me one-on-one are available. Go to connygraf.com, connygraf.com to schedule your own personal Clutter to Clarity chat. And we will see if working together is a great fit. That is connygraf.com, connygraf.com.